Almost ready to start Game 3, the series finale between Truett McConnell and Bluefield after the Rams dropped Game 1 of this doubleheader 7-1, and now look for a chance to find a way to win with Alex Perkins on the mound for the Bluefield College Rams. Hello everybody, Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us as we set up Game 3 of this AAC series. Truett McConnell looking for the sweep, while the Rams just could not punch those runners in Game 2 of the series. Multiple times where they had the runners on with just one out. It did not work out for Bluefield, but now Alex Perkins, who actually got the loss last night in Game 1 of the series, will make the start. The sophomore from Christiansburg, Virginia, out with the infield that looks like this. Ozzie Millette playing at third base with Andy Pena playing at shortstop once again for Bluefield. Carlos Torres at second base with Edgardo Bernard at first. Out left, Pepe Napoleon joined by Jordan Huntley in center, and Andreas Holzer makes the start in right field with Joseph Cardona acting as the catcher for the sophomore righty on the mound. As for that Truett McConnell lineup, they're a team with 20 wins on this season. Austin Bishop will lead it off and play in left field. Josh Johnston, the shortstop, batting second, with John Michael McCray, the right fielder, batting third. Jackson Metters, the designated hitter, batting fourth, with Patrick Overstreet batting fifth and playing at third base. Caleb Rowland once again playing in center field and batting sixth, while Connor Bearden, the first baseman, bats seventh. Pruitt getting another start in this game. He'll be the second baseman. And Ingram, the new catcher for Truett McConnell, closes out the lineup with Elder on the mound coming up in the bottom of the first inning. My name is Bailey Engel. We're glad to have you with us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network as Bluefield tries to pick up yet another AAC win, but a rough start in this series after last night's game. Rams were up 8-4 heading into the eighth inning and then surrendered 7 unanswered runs as Truett McConnell ended up winning that game 11-8, and now Truett McConnell kept that going in Game 2. It was a good start in the beginning for Nathan Cutler, and then right there in the sixth inning, it just did not go well for the righty. He got the loss, and the win went to Kason Brown, who retired the first 10 batters he saw. But now here we are in a 7-inning game for Bluefield and Truett McConnell here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
Leading off for Truett McConnell.
So leading off once again, it will be Austin Bishop. Bishop has played so well against the Rams in this series, the leadoff man. And now he digs in on the right side, hitting over 400 on the series as Perkins looks out of the glove and is almost ready to rock. And you have to believe he might have limited innings here after that pitch is right down the middle for strike one. So the start of this second game of the doubleheader, 3:56 Eastern Standard Time, about 4 minutes earlier than what we originally thought we should start at, right around 4. So here's the 0-1, swinging a ground ball foul, or rather a pop-up foul, right behind home plate, now to play. So Bishop steps up with a .441 average, 2 homers, 26 RBIs, hit well in the first game, 0-2, and the dirt. Got to remember, this is also a matchup we saw last night. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, with the Rams leading 8-6 in the top of the second. Coleman taken out, Perkins brought in to face off against this left fielder, and Austin Bishop tied up the game with a double right after that and inevitably, or eventually, won the game, 11-8. Here's the 1-2. Bishop looks at it outside, and the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rams already have a couple of arms warming up out in the pen because Perkins threw over 70 pitches last night. Ended up pitching 2 1/3. Now he readies the 2-2. Ground ball, third base side, snagged by Millette. Pops a throw from the infield on target, and already a better start here in Game 3 of the series. So there's one away in the top of the first. That'll bring up the shortstop, Josh Johnston. Well, Johnston also hit well. You have to look, they had 11 hits in that last game, ended up scoring 7 runs. Bluefield once again in those Desert Storm jerseys with the American flag letters on the front and the back. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Count goes 1-0. Slow kick, 1-0. Outside corner, strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1, no outs. Pretty warm one here. Got the fan blowing here in the radio booth Partly cloudy skies, sun baking down from the right side. Hopefully the glare won't be too bad. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. One ball, two strikes. Perkins looks out of the glove and pitches. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. So he strikes out Josh Johnston in the first strikeout for the Christiansburg native. 2 outs. Well, Johnston went into that at-bat batting .400. Perkins with a 3.65 ERA into this one. Make it 3.67, 5-3 on the year. Now his 9th start. Last night was his first appearance on the season where he didn't start the game. Inside corner on John Michael McRae at strike 1. So that's known as a relief appearance. It was his first relief appearance of the season. Make it a little bit easier for you and for myself. Count it 0-1 to McRae. 2 outs, nobody on, and the pitch to the right fielder. Low and in. Ball and a strike. Two gone and now awaiting. Perkins looks out of that relatively new-looking glove. McRae serves it out into shallow left center field. That will drop in front of Huntley for a base knock. So with 2 gone, a runner at first base. Truett McConnell has put a runner on base in each of the first innings of this game or this series. Brings up Jackson Metters. DH batting left-handed. We saw Jake Beach in the last at-bat from the cleanup spot. Now back with a starter. Hitting .341 on the year with 3 homers. First pitch to him is high for ball 1. Rams at 17-13 now after the loss. Now 7-7 in conference. The pitch popped up right side of the infield. Rather make it the middle. Pena stepping in. Makes the catch for out number 3. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left on base. Rams coming to bat in the bottom of the first. All tied at 0. Brings up Jordan Huntley to start us off at the bottom of the first against Gregory Elder Jr., the left-handed pitcher. 2.57 ERA. He's 3-0. Seventh start of the season, does have one relief appearance across 35 innings pitched, 19 hits. He's given up 10 runs, all of them being earned, by the way. 19 walks, and how about this? 59 strikeouts. First pitch is high and away. So we saw Kason Brown get the start in game one. He retired the Rams 10 up, 10 down. They eventually scored a run there in the bottom of that fourth inning, but that was it. Could not bring the runners home, and it was a good day on the mound from Kason Brown as well as Brooks Rosser. That pitch is cut on. Did he go? Yes, he did. Count it 1-1. Wind starting to blow in. Huntley batting first and Jose Santana batting second. We'll get to the rest of that lineup in a quick second for you as that 1-1 is high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Rams mixing it up a little bit here in game 3. Huntley batting first and playing in center. Jose Santana, the DH, batting second. Ozzie Millette batting third and Pepe Napoleon batting fourth. As the 2-1 drops low, 3 balls, 1 strike. So Andreas Holzer bats fifth and plays in right field. Joseph Cardona all the way down in the 6th hole for Bluefield. Carlos Torres, second baseman, batting 7th with Edgardo Bernard batting 8th. That's where we saw him in the first 2 games of playing at first base. And Andy Pena closing out the lineup once more and playing at shortstop. 3-1. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. So we're seeing that Gregory Elder Jr. has swing and miss stuff. Lots of breaking balls. Huntley tried to scoop that one out. Rams trying to find their 8th win of the season in the conference. McConnell making it tough here with an ace. Payoff. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. Ingram throwing that ball around the new catcher in this one. And there's 1 away. That'll bring up Jose Santana, the reigning AAC Player of the Week. Wind blowing back towards us on the left field line, so not out. Not help Jose Santana lifts his, I'll say, second home run of the year out of the ballpark. First baseman is high and away, ball 1. That was a breaking point in game 1 of this doubleheader. Santana had a base hit, rolled to right, left field, and there was a 7-5-2 relay to get Napoleon out of the plate. Pitch hits on the outside corner for strike 1. But after that, the Rams didn't really present great chances for them to score. I mean, I guess they did with the bases loaded, 2 outs, but just not bring a run in. Score ended 7-1. Apologize for the audio difficulties again. By the way, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Jose Santana. Elder on the mound. Kicks and deals 2-2. Outside corner starts the game with a pair of strikeouts. This time it's looking. First pitch is swing and a miss to Ozzie Millette, the third baseman. Got an 0-1, 2 outs. Gregory Elder Jr. working well so far, but the sun cooking us here. 0-1. On the outside corner at the knees. Strike 2. So Elder a strike away from striking out the side in the bottom of the first inning. Already over 60 strikeouts on the year. Shoulder shrug. He kicks and offers. High and away. So Millette into this at-bat. Hitting right around 300 at 302. 1-2. Sliced down the right field line and foul. Garrett Schilling, the first base coach, looks on. second-year assistant for Bluefield College. And then Mike White, one of the longest tenured head coaches, and now closing out his role as an AD, standing by at third base. Now he'll go back next season to just being a full-time baseball coach. One-two again. Ground ball, third base side, long charge in for Overstreet. Scoops, throws to first in time, and the Rams go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. So Bluefield and Truett McConnell deadlocked at 0 onto the second inning on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Patrick Overstreet leads us off in the top of the second inning, still scoreless as Perkins deals to the third baseman. It's a strike. 5-6-7 due up for the Truett McConnell Bears coming from Georgia. Overstreet right near 300 at 299, the 0-1. Swings and flies it out to left field. Could be a tough play for Napoleon as he calls for it in the sunny sky and makes the catch for out number 1. So there's one away. Good way to start out this second inning. Rams did have to deal with a runner on base after a hit was nailed by John Michael McCray, but then he was left on. Bring up Caleb Rowland. He hit the ball well in game 1. A double and a triple for him. Ended up scoring a run and bringing one in as well as he takes the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Rams trying to avoid the sweep. Truett McConnell trying to bring out the brooms in this 7-inning game. 1-0 is popped up right behind home plate, now to play. Great day for baseball, though. It's just nice to have a day where it's not too hot, not too cold. I mean, fans could come out in short sleeves and be comfortable. 1-1. Outside, ball 1. Or rather, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Perkins has been the ace for Bluefield, and Mike White certainly has a lot of confidence in him after he threw 2 1/3 last night. Now back at it again, 2-1. Just missed outside on a fastball. And Rowland, mind you, coming into that first game of the doubleheader, he was only hitting .212. Kick and the 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So a 7-inning game, that means a possibility of your starters being the predominant pitcher in the game rather than having to reach into the bullpen for too long. And you better believe that Gregory Elder Jr. is going to go far for Truett McConnell, as the payoff is popped up right center field, converging Huntley and Holzer, and the center fielder makes the grab for out number 2 in this one in the top of the second inning. Top second continues with 2 outs. Brings up Connor Bearden, the first baseman. So now 20-9 on the year, the Golden Bears from Georgia. 12-2 in the AAC. That's pretty remarkable. Mike Crowley, the head baseball coach, working in his 7th year at Truett McConnell. His birthday today. First pitch. Bearden looks at it on the outside corner for strike 1. Pitch outside corner, strike 2. Really, Truett has turned a great baseball program. Back in 2017, made it all the way to the NAIA tournament. Now the 0-2 and the dirt for ball 1. Played at Embry-Riddle. That's down in Florida. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, and the pitch to Bearden, cut and a miss. Strike 3, out number 3. Well, Cardona wanted to throw it around, but it was out number 3. Either way, 1, 2, 3, go the Bears in the top of the second inning. Home half of the second coming up, still deadlocked at 0. Lennon Napoleon leading it off in the bottom of the second. Tied up 0-0. Gregory Elder Jr., one of the more decorated pitchers for Truett McConnell, up on the mound. The lefty, a couple of strikeouts there in the first inning, and finally forced Ozzie Millette to ground out to third. So 3 up, 3 down. Rams trying to break that habit as Napoleon shows bunt, pulls back. It's a pitch down the pipe anyway, strike 1. They got themselves into a hole in game 1 of the doubleheader when Kason Brown retired the first 10 batters of the game. Rams finally got a run on and then just couldn't seem to break it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Lefty keeps that shoulder up, looks out of it. Now the 0-2. Ground ball, left side, caught on a backhand by Johnson. Throw to first, didn't get him. Napoleon beats it out as Bearden did not have that back foot on the bag. That's a very close play. But you bet the Rams will take it. That's their first hit. And how about this? Lennon Napoleon, that's his 4th hit of the game. In the doubleheader right now, 4 for 5. 3 for 4 in game 1 with an RBI. The only RBI of the day so far for Bluefield. Now a chance for Dre Holzer to knock him in. Still tied 0-0, bottom of the second inning, playing a 7-inning game. Overstreet thinking that this could be a bunt opportunity, plays up in the grass, and Holzer shows that bunt, pulls back. It's a fastball blazing right down the middle for strike one. Elder looks Overstreet up, and it's a bunt attempt. Popped up, long run for Ingram behind that perch of the home plate, and now no balls, 2 strikes. No outs, runner at first. Got an 0-2, runner at first. Elders pitches. Slice foul right side out of play, and Holzer is battling here. Or Elder, rather, on the mound. Elder Jr. giving up that hit. Rim's trying to break the habit of getting guys on early in the inning and then just faltering. Got to give it to Truett McConnell for pitching through that, working from the stretch, especially most of that last half of the game. Another 0-2, fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Playing here at Bowen Field. 335 down the lines. Pretty much as straight it lifts, not really any power alleys. No balls, 2 strikes, the shoulder shrug, and the pitch. Swinging a foul tip off of the body of the catcher. So after it plunks off of Ingram, count stays at 0-2. Holzer really battling again. Will Ingram, the catcher. It's his first start of the series. Mason Gaines got the start in the first 2 games. 11-8, Truett McConnell won the first one, then came back today and won the second game of the series, 7-1. Big lead at first for Napoleon. Elder taking a look at him. Pitches anyway. 0-2 is high. Off the glove of Ingram. Didn't know that he dropped it on the pass ball. It will be an advanced runner to second base. Napoleon, a very odd way of running. Almost looks like he's running on hot coals. That's the best way to explain it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, hit into right field, a base hit. Napoleon held up at third. Holzer will stay at first base. Long throw home from the right fielder McCray is good enough to keep runners on the corners. It's getting that time of day, folks, where it's tough to see where the ball is going off of the bat, but I'll tell you right now, it dropped in the right field, and that's the second hit of the game for Bluefield.
Catcher, Cardona.
Joseph Cardona, the catcher, had a hit in the last game. Runners on the corners. Still no score. First pitch to Cardona. Low and away for ball 1. No outs, 2 men aboard for Bluefield in the bottom of the second inning. Gregory Elder Jr. struck out a couple of batters in that first inning. Rams are starting to figure it out here in the 4 and 5 part of the lineup. See if the 6 hitter can do it as well. On the middle of the infield, hopes for a double play. Fastball notches the top left corner, evens the count at 1-1. Ball and a strike. Pitch. Hit him. That was odd. Cardona didn't really flinch that much, and it sounded like the thud of it hitting the glove, but now the bases are loaded with no outs. Bluefield has not had this today for sure. Looks like Mejia's going to come on and run. Ellie Mejia runs on for Cardona, and the bases are loaded. Carlos Torres, the second baseman, with the bases loaded. Breaking ball inside for strike one. He had the bases loaded on him in the first game with the Rams down by 5 and just could not knock in a run. Counted 0-1. I think it was actually just a 2-run game at that point. The 0-1. He swings and slices it foul, right side now to play. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Torres not doing well today with the bases loaded, and that's a big out. Double play could just get the Rams out of this inning.
Now batting first baseman Edgardo Bernard.
Gardo Bernard up to the plate. He had the bases loaded last night and converted. The pitch goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Elder fires. Inside, that almost hit him. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the 8-hitter for Bluefield. And the Rams take the lead with the bases loaded and 1 out. Elder keeping that right elbow up, gets the signs from Ingram. Now comes set. Bases full of Rams, 2-0. There's a strike. Back into the zone with strike 1. Bernard hitting nearly 260. And a few RBIs here. Pitch. Check swing. Wow, what a lackadaisical effort that was. Realized he was about to swing after the ball was caught. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mike White with a quick head shake there. Didn't really know what was going through the mind of the Rams first baseman. Now a 2-2 count with 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him reaching outside, and now there are 2 outs with the bases loaded. Rams had the bases loaded with no outs and a couple of quick strikeouts from Greg Elder Jr. Andy Pena, the last chance for the Rams in the bottom of the second to make something happen out of this. This is when you look at the end of the game and you see what you did in this situation. Andy Pena, switch hitter batting right-handed against the lefty. The pitch. It's high for ball 1. Also have to be smart in this situation with the bases loaded and just not take crazy hacks. Just defend the plate. Rams have found it very hard to score runs today. 1-0. Sneaking into the zone again. Strike 1. Ball and a strike. 2 outs. Bases loaded, still scoreless, bottom of the second inning. Pena is ready and now calls time. It's a big spot for him. This is a guy that has struggled at the plate this year. Kept in the lineup because he's undoubtedly a talented fielder. If he's able to put the bat on the ball here and break it open, it's another plus for him. With a ball and a strike, the offer. Outside corner, strike 2. Can Greg Elder Jr. get out of this? Takes a moment, walks off to the mound. He's going to get right back on the rubber. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. 7-inning game, and the base is loaded. Elder with a shoulder shrug. Napoleon with a big lead. The pitch, swing and a ground ball hit over to second. Snag there. Pruitt on to first, and the Bears get out of the jam. Rams had the bases loaded with no outs, and they come up empty. On to the third, still scoreless. Big missed opportunity for the Rams in the bottom of the second inning. Bases loaded, no outs. Great job by Greg Elder Jr. to really fight through it. Got a couple of strikeouts and forced Pena to ground into a 4-3 putout to end that inning. So here we are in the top of the third. Leading off, it'll be the second baseman, Tyler Truett. Shows bunt on the first pitch. It's a fastball high. Perkins having a good couple of innings so far. 2 innings, only 1 hit. Does have a pair of strikeouts, and now up against the 8-9-1 of Truett McConnell. They're going for the sweep. Rams trying to find 1 win against the Bears. 1-0. Hit him. Right in the back. Leadoff man is on for Truett McConnell. Second base runner they've had in this one.
Now batting catcher, Will Ingram.
Now brings up Will Ingram. We have not seen Will Ingram in this series. Ingram hitting just a mere 133. Getting the rare start. That will be his 15th start of the season. And it's a fastball high for ball 1. I think that's the only time I'm really glad that there's a plexiglass window, because there is a group of wasps that are really trying to get in here. And I hope they don't see that plexiglass opening I have where I put the crowd mic. Ball and no strikes, no outs. Runner at first, trying to chop at a bunt. Instead, he fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. Runner at first with no outs. Rams hoping for a double play. One and one, no outs. From the belt, Millette playing up at third base. Trying to show bunt again, lays it down. First baseline, it's dying in the dirt and rolls foul. That ball did not have much spin left on it, and as it rolled to the right, it stayed there. Ball and 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes, righty to lefty. Ingram the catcher, batting left-handed. 1-2, shows bunt, and there's a strikeout. He fouled it off. They really wanted that bunt there. Rams will take it. Third strikeout of the game for Alex Perkins. Out number 1, still scoreless 0-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. It'll be Austin Bishop's turn, 0 for 1. Runner at first and 1 gone. Rams would love a double play at any point in this game, because Austin Bishop has been really solid against Bluefield pitching as he pops that one up first base side. Foul territory. Bernard chasing towards the dugout, and it lands right on top of that first base dugout. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, no score.
Left fielder, Austin Bishop.
Back with the gray jerseys again is Truett McConnell. They wore pinstripe jerseys yesterday, and like what we saw in them yesterday, still no last names, but the phrase Jesus is Lord on the backs. They go 1. Looped outside for ball 1. Rare situation for Alex Perkins to be brought in as a reliever. The first time all season that he was doing that last night. Mike White just put all the chips in on the poker table and unfortunately just didn't have the best hand. Oh, 1, runner goes, swinging a ground ball over to short. Pena has no play at second instead, throws to first in time. So the hit and run works, and the fact that Pruitt advances to second base. Otherwise, that would have been a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play. But instead, the only out is recorded at first base, and with 2 outs, brings up Josh Johnson, who's trying to avenge an earlier strikeout. Two outs. Ball in the glove for Alex Perkins, starting to work very well. See if he can keep it up with a runner in scoring position. From the stretch, he deals a pitch outside, 1-0. Sun starting to set on the right side of the field. Got this doubleheader started at 1. It was about 2.5 hours for that first game. A little under it, actually. Next, the runner, 1-0. Johnston pops it up left side in the infield. Trying to converge on it, Millette and Pena. And the third baseman from Miami gloves it for out number 3. So, after a hit batsman, the Rams able to come back. Alex Perkins working well going to the bottom of the third inning in the 7th inning finale. Gregory Elders Jr. still on the bump as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Still scoreless in a 7-inning Game 3 finale of this series. And Huntley, who struck out to start out the game for Bluefield, takes a pitch low, and it's ball 1. Rams had the bases loaded with no outs in the bottom of the second and did not score, trying to avenge that. Got to give it to Elders, or Elder. 4 strikeouts today, 1-0, high and away. Huntley being one of them, as is Jose Santana. 2-0 to the righty in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. So it'll go Huntley, Santana, Millette. Rams looking for their 8th win of the conference season. We lay up 3-0. The pitch showing bunt, and it's a strike crossing the knees of Bluefield center fielder. Glad to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Appreciate the feedback we get to try to improve, or if you're just saying hi from wherever you are, as that pitch is in the dirt, ball 4, so Huntley gets on. Leading off the inning. So now here's the part of the lineup after Millette that Elder did struggle with. Gave up a couple of base hits to Napoleon as well as Cardona. That brings up Santana, though, for Bluefield, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Rams will now enter a road swing. Right after this, they're going to play at Alice Lloyd on Wednesday as that pitch goes outside. Drop by Ingram. Huntley gallivants his way into scoring position. Base hit could give Bluefield the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. No, 1-0 count to Santana. The offer. Down the middle, strike 1. Sun beaming down here in a 1-1 count. DH has moved up to the 2-hole. We don't really see Mike White change the lineup much, but he did that for game 3 with a runner at second now. 1-1. Rises high and away for ball 2. Well, the base hit with his sun beaming down could bring Bluefield up for their first lead since the 8th inning yesterday, or the 9th inning rather, as that's high and away. 3-1. Such great command from Greg Elder Jr. And we're just not seeing it here in the 2nd and the 3rd inning. So runner at second. Three balls, one strike. Here's the offer. Swinging a foul ball, cracked back, and it's strike 2. Elder Jr. kicks in, offers. Payoff, ground ball hit on the left side and foul. So it'll stay a full count to the DH for Bluefield. Chance for the Rams here. Full count. Another pitch. Sliced down into right field. Long run for McCray. Makes the catch and drops it, rolling into foul territory. Still can't pick the ball up as Huntley runs around third. Throw to the plate. Just a bit late as it skips past Ingram. Here comes the runner. Second to third goes Santana. And that is a Little League triple if you ever saw one. So they will call it a hit and then an error on the throw. So a double. McCray, that was pretty close. He should have caught that when the Rams have their first lead of the ball game, first lead of the day. Now with Ozzie Millette, fly ball, base hit, ground ball really makes it 2-0 Rams. Bottom of the 3rd inning and the infield in. Millette showing bunt, pulls back. It's low, ball 1. So interesting to see Truett McConnell already going with the infield in such an early part of the game. But it is just a 7-inning game, so maybe that's going through the minds of the Bears as he shows bunt again and misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes after the pitch missed inside. Greg Elder Jr., the lefty against the righty. 2-0. Bunt attempt, not laid down again. He missed the zone. 3 balls, no strikes. As it keeps getting hotter and hotter here, I have to wonder if Elder has what it takes to make it through this game. 3-0. Inside for ball 1, or rather strike 1, meant to say. Hit the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. The offer. Batters count. Hit him on the corner this time. Millette actually got out of the way. It's strike 2. Greg Elder Jr., that is what he has been good at in this game so far, getting behind in counts, working his way back in, and now Millette is in a full count with a runner at third. Payoff. Swinging a ground ball into the dive of Pruitt. Gets up and throws to first. Oh my goodness, that was a run-saving play. So he dove there, flattened out with the infield in. If the infield was back, a run possibly comes in to score on that one, but it's an out nonetheless. But now an out as well as no run coming in on that one. Pepe Napoleon's 1 for 1 in this ball game. Still with 1 out, a fly ball or decent enough ground ball could possibly score Bluefield, but as I say that, the infield stays in. Joe's bunt pulls back. It's down the middle for strike 1. Got an 0-1. The lefty fires. Smashed outside and low. Got a 1-1. So Napoleon 1 for 1 in this one. With a single, he opened up that bottom of the second with a single and was left at third base. Rams finally on the board, though. It's 1-0. 1-1. And the dirt rolls away from Ingram. Here comes Santana. He will score 2-0 Bluefield. So a former All-AAC selection, Greg Elder Jr., really struggling here against the Rams. It's a wild pitch, and the Rams are able to put another run on the board. Two nothing, 1 out. Pepe Napoleon and a 2-1 count. It's Alex Perkins getting some run support for the first time in this game. 2-1. Slices it out to right field. Another long run for McCray. He can't make the catch as it bounces all the way to the corner. Napoleon limping as he runs all the way to second base. And he's in there with another double. 2 for 2. 5th hit of the day. He's 5 for 6. But he just does not run fluidly, and you can tell he's hurt. He's one of their best hitters, and he can barely get to second base.
Right fielder Andreas Holzer.
Andreas Holzer up to the plate now with the runner at second, 1 out. Rams already leading 2-0. A double hit by Pepe Napoleon. Elder Jr. looks at the second base bag and deals a pitch right down the middle. Strike 1. Holzer was walked his last time up. Left at first base with the bases loaded. Rather, he's 1 for 1. That pitch goes inside for a ball 1. One. Defensive swing, fouls it off right side, and it goes to 1-2 with 1 out and a runner at second. 2-0 Rams lead. Count it 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive, left field, a base hit for Bluefield. Napoleon stops at third as Bishop bobbles the ball in left field. Throw to second, not in time because no one was there, but Napoleon slides in safely. 3-0 Rams, and the inning continues for Bluefield. Five hits already for Bluefield. All 3 runs scoring here in the third inning, starting to pile on now. Joseph Cardona intends to keep doing it. Holzer with an RBI single. Gotta watch out for Napoleon. He just does not run well at all. The pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball out to center field. Straight at the center fielder, Roland. Makes the catch. And there is out number 2 as Holzer goes back to first. Carlos Torres up to the plate with the red batting gloves.
Carlos Torres.
Checking on the runner at first, lefty deals. It's a pitch high. Torres struck out with the bases loaded. Making his last time up. Now, thank goodness I have sunglasses. It is just going to be impossible to see the 1-0. Down the middle, strike 1. 3-0. First lead of the day for Bluefield. They trailed all of game one of the doubleheader. It's a check swing foul ball for strike two, by the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, or 2 outs rather, with a runner at first. Bottom of the third, playing 7 innings today. 1-2. Outside corner, got him, strike 3. So Torres goes down looking. That's the second time he's gone down on strikes, but the damage is done. Bluefield takes a 3-0 lead. On to the 4th inning. We're playing a 7-inning game here in Game 3. Rams trying to get their first win of the series. Finally, the Rams have a lead here on this Saturday. It's 3-0, able to pile up the runs on Truett McConnell. Greg Elder Jr., when he was going into the dugout, gave his team a talking to. Pretty vibrant conversation. Now, in his defense, there were a couple of plays out there his outfielders didn't help him out, and that allowed runs to score. But still, Bluefield was able to pile up 5 runs on him, or 5 hits on him already in this game as the first pitch crosses the knees for strike 1. 3-4-5 due up. John Michael McRae is 1 for 1. He singled to center his last time up. Perkins still on the mound for Bluefield, 0-1. Cut and a miss, strike 2. Glad to have you on the Rams Digital Sports Network. My name is Bailey Angle. Glad to have you on the Saturday afternoon at Bowen Field, one of the better ones we've had so far in 2019. 0-2. Swinging a hard hit ball, cracks straight at Napoleon in left field, and he makes the catch. Route number 1. You can't help but hold your breath every time a ball is hit close to Napoleon because he is just limping, had a tough time running around the bases and is staying in. He is hitting so well, though. I mean, just had a double and scored a run. First pitch is outside of Metters. This is ball 1. Counted 1-0 with 1 out. Righty to lefty. Perkins, the sophomore, fires. It's a fastball high. So Bluefield hoping they can keep this lead. Yesterday, the wheels kind of fell off for the Rams there in the 9th inning. Coleman let a few runners get on, then 2 runners in scoring position for Austin Bishop, and they were able to tie it up, 2-0. Outside ball 3. Meanwhile, for Alex Perkins, he threw 2 1/3 yesterday, has already been able to match that here. And then some. So here we are in the top of the 4th inning. 3-0. Metters looks at it. It's ball 4. That's the first walk he's thrown. That'll bring up Patrick Overstreet with 1 out. NAIA baseball on a Saturday. Milligan able to beat St. Andrews. Oh, look like that's a softball score. We got the lineup on the top of our live stats. That ball is swung on and grounded foul, third base side. And it's strike one. Overstreet's 0 for 1 today. Sun beaming down on the right side, just about to hide behind the trees in a few hours. Got an 0-1 here at historic Bowen Field with 1 out. Nods and deals. Good pitch on the outside corner. Goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. And the Rams look for the double play. They're certainly playing for it in the middle. 0-2. Swinging a ground ball, third base side, past the glove of Millett and rolling into the corner in left field. Now going on to third. Will he get there? Yes. So Metters over to third, and it's a double for Patrick Overstreet. Swing of the bat could tie the game up here in the top of the 4th inning. Starting to get hotter as well. Brings up Caleb Rowland, center fielder. Double play wiped out as an opportunity. Can Alex Perkins fight with his center fielder here to keep these 2 runners at bay in scoring position? First pitch a bit inside, it's ball 1. If you're Bluefield, it's already 5 innings in the past couple of days for Alex Perkins. You might want to start warming up an arm, and it looks like they might as a couple of guys are up and moving. Runners at third and second. On the belt, 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball and a strike with 1 out. Here's the 1-1. And the dirt kept in front by Cardona and Perkins. You saw that juice in the first few innings. You're starting to see it kind of drain low in the top of the 4th. And you saw the same thing with Greg Elder Jr. When he retired, Bluefield 1-2-3 to start out the game, and it looked like this was going to be a duel for the ages. And now, just turning out to one of the same old contests we've seen here in this 3-game series with Truett McConnell. 3-0 the score. Sun really baking down on the right side. Not sure if Truett McConnell regrets wearing the dark jerseys as that's inside again. 3-1. Just at the ankles, Perkins failing to get in the zone of the past couple of pitches. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rolling at the plate. Batters count to the center fielder. The pitch, swing, and a fouled ball going right behind the backstop. Just got a piece of it. So now full count with 2 runners in scoring position. (3-0). Rams holding on to the lead. From the belt, Perkins eyes his catcher. Payoff to the lefty. Swinging a ground ball, smoked down the right field line, but foul. So it stays 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt, ball 4, bases loaded, 1 out. I think this might require a mound visit from Thomas Huddleston. Bases loaded, tying run at first base. As we continue this sun-splashed afternoon, Connor Bearden up to the plate now for Truett McConnell with the bases loaded. Bases loaded, full of Bears. Tying run at first base, Rams up 3-0. Perkins with 2 walks in the inning already as that one is fouled back. And we were talking with Garrett Schilling earlier. You can't walk that many guys like they did in the first game and expect to win. That's what happened. And Truett McConnell already a team that can hit well, and if you already put guys on the base paths on freebies, they're going to make you pay for it. We'll have to see if they can do it here. Alex Perkins trying to fight through that, though. Bases loaded, 0-1, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball over to second. Could it be 2? Torres on to Pena. No throw to first, and 1 out is recorded. But a run comes in to score. It's now 3-1. Bearden got a healthy jump. He sprinted. He'll get the RBI. Two outs, 3-1 the score. Brings up Tyler Pruitt. Pruitt had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. Now with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Pitch to him. Outside and low for ball 1. 3-1 the score. Tying run stays at first base. Couple of big walks for Alex Perkins. Righty to righty. Second baseman awaits. The 1-0. Swinging a liner into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Overstreet will score. Bearden held up at third, and now it's a 1-run game. Start to hear the hooting and hollering in the dugout, and Truett McConnell starting to believe again that they can come back on Bluefield. It's 3-2. Inning continues. Will Ingram replaced. Now that's Jake Beach. So Ingram struck out trying to bunt after fouling it off, and Jake Beach at DH. Maybe he'll come in as the catcher. Now runners on the corners, tying run at third base. And Bearden and Perkins giving up a few hits, a couple of walks in this inning. It's a 1-run game. Top of the 4th. Beach has also struggled at the plate, but he's certainly due. Only a 7-inning game. First pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Perkins is just struggling to find the zone here, and you're seeing that pitch count start to rise up for him. Certainly has good stuff, but I think that last night threw a lot of pitches. Now back here again to try to do the same thing. 1-0. Down the middle, there's strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Rams trying to defend their lead. Truett threatening to sweep if they win in Game 3 today. Over the shoulder, 1-1. Swinging a line drive, cracked into right field. It's a base hit. Jake Beach with a pinch hit opportunity, and now Truett McConnell has fought all the way back. 3-3 the score in the top of the 4th inning.
Left fielder Austin Bishop.
Austin Bishop returns to home plate, back at the top of the lineup. So not only now that you have the 9-hitter converting for Truett McConnell, and now you have to worry about Austin Bishop. 0 for 2. 2 men on, second and first with 2 outs. 3-3 the score. The offer on the knees for strike 1. Oh, this has been a long, long inning. Trying to be halfway done with the game and out away from doing so. Perkins eyes 0-1. Down the middle, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. 3-3 the score. Top of the 4th in a 7-inning game. Righty. Perkins fires. Popped up down the right field line. Could be trouble if it bounces fair, and it won't as it lands on a bounce into the Bluefield bullpen on the right side. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 0-2 coming from Perkins to Bishop. High and away, ball 1. Perkins probably a hit or 2 of getting out in this game. Pitched well to start it off, and Truett McConnell, to their credit, they have done this to Bluefield, fighting and fighting back. 1-2 coming up with 2 men on. Kicks and deals. Swinging a foul ball back. Ball and 2 strikes. This would be a nice time to have a soundboard at this field. Dead silent. Truett McConnell has rallied back down 3-0, and now they've tied it up 3-3. Pitch. Bringing a ground ball, third base side, and foul. Inches away from that one being fair, and a lead for Truett McConnell. One and 2, a long, long at-bat. Exhales the pitch. Swinging a ground ball or a line drive into right field, a base hit. Turning around third, throw to the plate, not in time, and now it's 4-3. Lead at 1 for Truett McConnell. And the inning continues. Top of the 4th has been excruciatingly long for Alex Perkins. On the top of the 4th with 2 outs. 2 men aboard, 4-3 the score. That was Tyler Pruitt that came home. And now Josh Johnston up to the plate. The pitch. Fouled it back, strike 1. Really a tough one for Perkins. 0-1, 2 outs. I mean, closest to 70 pitches. Works from the stretch, checks the runner. 0-1. Outside, ball 1. And another thing, he has to slow the game down because he's dealing with runners on base. He's got Beach at second, now Bishop at first. The go-ahead RBI. One and one. The pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. So can he finish it off here? 2 men aboard. The shortstop trying to keep this inning going. So for 2 today. 4-3 they lead. The 1-2. In the dirt. Kicked down the first baseline, and now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Turning into his summer afternoon here in our little press box because of the greenhouse effect of these windows being sealed up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men aboard for Truett McConnell. Here's the pitch. Outside and high, ball 3. Full count again. Boy. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men aboard. Middles with the ball in the glove, ready for the payoff. Here it is. In the dirt, ball 4, bases loaded. And Mike White calls to the bullpen. That'll be it for Perkins. Long, long 4th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs. We're still continuing, and a new pitcher coming in for the Rams. Cody Gardier on the mound with the bases loaded, 2 outs, 4-3. Truett McConnell up by 1. They have scored all 4 of the game's runs for themselves here in this 4th inning. Alex Perkins' day is done, and they have batted around. John Michael McCray with the first pitch to him from Gardier is a fastball high and away for ball 1. So many walks in this game. Ends up being 3 walks all in that inning. Now 5 hits on the game for the Bears, leading by 1 in this 7-inning contest. 1-0. Swing and a ground ball. Shot through the 5-6 hole. Another base hit. Beach will score. Here comes Bishop. He's in as well. And now it's 6-3. So 2 more runs added to the day of Alex Perkins. Cody Gardier pitched in last night's game as well. And now that elusive final out of the top of the 4th. Rams still trying to grasp for it. Brings up Jackson Metters to strike high. 10th batter of the inning. (6-3) the score. 3-run lead for Truett McConnell. Cody Gardier trying to finish off this 4th inning. 0-1. Outside corner quickly up 0-2. Runners at first and third. The 0-2 coming up. He fires. Outside corner, strike 3, and the inning is finally over. 6 runs. Truett McConnell takes a 3-run lead. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we are officially halfway done through this game. After 3.5, Rams are down 6-3. Well, Greg Elder Jr., he must have said something to that team right before they batted that struck a chord, because they just piled on the run. 6 runs for Truett McConnell there in the top of the 4th. They lead 6-3, bottom of the 4th up. Edgardo Bernard for Bluefield taking it low. 8-9-1 due up for the Rams. Pena on deck and Jordan Huntley in the hole. Rams with 5 hits. They've only scored 3 runs. 1-0. Down the middle, strike 1. Perkins now in line for the loss. His final line, by the way, 3 2/3, 5 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. All of those runs earned, by the way. Pitch, outside and low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Inside corner, evens up at a ball or 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7-inning game. We're in the bottom of the 4th. On top of the 4th was one of the longest we've seen in a while. 2-2. Swinging a high fly ball foul on the left side. And we are just guessing where it's coming off of the bat at this time, folks. Trying to do a radio-style call for you to make up for the fact that maybe our camera isn't as distinctive. And I tell you, it is hard to find the ball bouncing off of this metal bat, especially from this angle. 2-2. Outside ball 3. So a 3-run lead, not insurmountable by any means for Bluefield College. Especially the way they were able to hit off of Elder back in that bottom of the 3rd inning. Payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Greg Elder Jr., another strikeout. You can tell the way he operated and just circled up the team, gave them a talking to. He didn't like a few of the errors or a few of the mishandled balls because there's only one error for Truett McConnell there in the bottom of the 3rd, and sparked some sort of fire in them, and they just hit the ball well off of Alex Perkins. Also gifted a couple of walks, but they were patient at the plate. First pitch is outside to Andy Pena. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody on for Bluefield with 1 out. 1-0. Shortstop watches it high. Two-0. Down the plate. Strike 1. Two-one. Pena cuts and misses for strike 2. Pitch. Swing and a miss again. Another strikeout for Elder Jr. Had some breaking balls low, and now another strikeout for the starter. Make that 7. Back to the top of the lineup. One of those 7, Jordan Huntley. So for 1, he scored a run after being walked. Showing bunt, pops it up sky high. Ingram trying to look for it. He dives. He made the catch. And that's out number 3. Rams go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th. On to the 5th. They trail 6-3 here at Bowen Field. Fifth inning coming up, and Spencer Ambrose is on the mound for Bluefield. The lefty replaces Gardier, who just got a third of an inning to his name, and he deals a first pitch ball up high to Patrick Overstreet to start out the 5-6-7. If you're just now joining us, Truett McConnell piled on 6 runs in that top of the 4th inning to take the lead after Bluefield felt good about a 3-0 lead. Bears have fought back and poised to sweep. Showing bunt again, pulls back. It's a strike down the middle. Count evens at 1-1. Pitch goes outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. So it'll be Overstreet, Caleb Rowland, and Connor Bearden. So he swings and fouls it off left side out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From behind that hat, 2-2. Swinging a ground ball, third base side and foul. Overstreet fighting it off. And this is where they were able to capitalize off of Perkins, creating these long at-bats and presenting opportunities for themselves to get walked or find a hit. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball, foul again. He's just really early on it down the third baseline. Ambrose, by the way, 6.61 ERA, 3-2. Outside corner, got him for strike 3. So Spencer Ambrose comes in, gets the job done, finds that out.
Center fielder Caleb Rowland.
Brings up Caleb Rowland. First pitch from the lefty to the lefty, right down the middle, strike 1. So the Rams trying to avoid another, or really a rare sweep. Another loss is what they're trying to avoid after Truett McConnell was able to come back. 0-1. Outside and low, ball 1. One, ripped foul down the right field line. Goes to 1-2. So here's what's on the line here. Rams trying to not be swept. Truett McConnell already clinched this series with a 7-1 win in game 1 of the doubleheader. Rams trying to find a win before a road swing. 1-2. Outside and low for ball 1, or rather ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Taking a long pause at the plate here. Doesn't really seem incredibly necessary. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball, smoked down the right field line again. Another foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us. Follow us on Twitter at Bluefield Rams, or follow me on Twitter at Bailey Engel. See if that works. 2-2. Outside and low, ball 3. Another full count worked into by a batter for Truett McConnell. Payoff. Swinging a ground ball, foul. Seems like he's throwing some pitches low, and well, Rowland is able to fight it off. A double and a triple back in the first game. And this one he is 0 for 1 with a walk. Flew out to center. Another payoff. Fouled back. Staying in there. So Gardier, by the way, his final line, a third of an inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Kicks, payoff. Outside corner, got him. Couple of strikeouts for Spencer Ambrose. 2 gone.
First baseman Connor Bearden.
Connor Bearden, the first baseman, 0 for 2 with a run and a walk. One of those 3 walks. Well, he has an RBI, I should say. Here's the 0-1. Low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 from the lefty. Swinging a ground ball down at second base and rolling through the glove of Torres into right field. Another base hit with 2 outs. Once again, folks, just incredibly hard to see where that ball is going. Brings up Pruitt. Down the middle, strike 1. A 1 pitch. Fouled away on the right side. So can Ambrose end this inning finally? Got an 0-2. Runner at first, 6-3. Truett McConnell leads here in the top of the 5th. Runner goes, swinging a pop-up down the foul line on the right side. Now to play. Long ball game. At least it seems like it. It started at 4 o'clock, an hour and a half to get to this 5th inning. Pickoff attempt at first, no tag, not needed. Oh, 2. It's low, ball 1. Tyler Pruitt, the second baseman, 1 for 1 with a run scored as well as an RBI. Hit by a pitch in the 3rd and singled to center in the 4th inning. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. Pitch is grounded over to 3rd. Millette gloves, throws to 1st. In time, final out of the top of the 5th inning. No runs, a 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. 6-3, Rams down by 3. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Now ready for the bottom of the fifth inning. Rams are down. Jose Santana to lead it off with a 2-3-4 up for Bluefield. 6-3 the score. All 6 runs scoring for Truett McConnell in the top of the fourth inning. They were scoreless in the fifth, though, by Spencer Ambrose. Greg Elder Jr. still on the mound, and the first pitch to Santana down the middle for a strike. Santana, the DH, 1 for 2 with a run scored, also batted 1 in. Doubled to right and brought in Pepe Napoleon. The 0-1. Strike 2. It's the corner this time. Lefty deals righty. Outside, ball 1. So to go Santana, Millette, and Napoleon with no outs. The pitch. Swinging a line drive out to center field. Long run for a roll, and he can't make the catch as it bounces all the way to center field. Santana held up at second. It's a stand-up leadoff double with the Rams down by 3. Ozzie Millette. He swings, pops it up, right field side, into foul territory, and foul. Bouncing into the bullpen, it is strike number 1. Santana, how about that? Another 2-hit game for him. Rams with 6 hits now, down by 3. Not out of this one yet. Greg Elder Jr. has been on the mound since the start. 4 innings pitched. Giving up 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. 0-1. Down the middle, there's strike 2. And we knew coming into this game that he had 60 strikeouts. Actually had 59, so now at the moment with 67. Oh, excuse me. 60. Do the quick math there. 66. As that pitch rolls away from the catcher, Ingram. Throw is late. Santana slides into third safely. Ball and 2 strikes, no outs. Boy, the bottom of the fifth keeps on going. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. They could make it a 2-run game or even a fly ball at this point. He deals. Swinging a hot shot into right field, a base hit. Santana will score on the left, rounding first on the second row. It's cut off. RBI double from Millette, and now the Rams have made it 6-4. This game started almost 2 hours ago, but now they're fighting back here. It's a game. They only swept. Wind is rolling in. Napoleon inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Napoleon now 2 for 2 in this game. 3 before the game before that. Scored a run. Led on at second base. Swinging back to tie the game. Bluefield down 2. Pitch. Swinging a miss and a dirt. Ball and a strike. Napoleon. Seemed to be okay running base paths. Or at least running out in left field, I should say. Last time he was on the base path, kind of gimped around. That was back in the third inning. Here we are in the bottom of the fifth. Rams have already scored a run, 1-1 with no outs. We're going to foul ball right side out of play. Ball and 2 strikes, no outs. Over to third, over the head of the first baseman Bearden, and Millette will run over to third base. Runners on the corners. Apologize for the audio problems again. But now with runners on the corners, Napoleon is safe. No outs, 6-4 the score. Six, 4 the score in the bottom of the fifth inning. Andreas Holzer up to the plate. Tying run is at first base. Bottom of the fifth inning. No outs. Rams have already scored a run. The pitch low and in to the right fielder for Bluefield. Ball one. Well, it turns into a bit of a chess match here with Elder. Trying to keep the runners at bay. It's an error. Second one of the game. He swings and grounds it foul, third base side. Evens the count at 1-1. Now a ball and a strike, no outs. Bears want the double play up the middle, 1-1. Low and away, ball two. Two balls, one strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. Two strikes on Holzer. Runners at first and third with no outs. The pitch cut on and missed. Strike one, or rather strike three, out number one. Either way, one out. And now a double play could get Bluefield off of the base paths at the bottom of the fifth inning. Joseph Cardona, the catcher. 0 for 1. It's high, caught by Ingram. That nearly hit him in the head. Went on this call here, it hit him. Oh, it nicked him in the helmet, and now the bases are loaded. Wow. I'm not sure how that hit him at all, but it did. Now Mejia on to run for the catcher as a courtesy. So now the bases loaded, bottom of the fifth inning. Infield playing back for the double play for Carlos Torres, who's 0 for 1 in this situation today. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. He struck out a few times, once swinging, once looking. Swinging with the bases loaded and no outs. That was in the second inning for the Rams, 0-1. Swings and fouls it off quickly down 0-2. 7 strikeouts for Greg Elder Jr. trying to defend to get another win on the year. But now in jeopardy with the tying run at second base in scoring position. Bases loaded, 1 out. Steps back to the rubber, really taking his time and trying to find out a way to get out of this jam. It's been a long one here in this bottom of the fifth inning. 0-2. In the dirt, rolling behind Ingram. Here comes Millette to the plate. Rolls all the way back to home off of the rebound. And Millette slides in and scores anyway. 6-5. Rams within 1. Boy, that ball caromed off of that green backstop so hard, Ingram didn't even have to toss it. Went all the way back to home plate. So now 6-5, Rams are down by 1. Everybody advancing. double play opportunity is now out. Carlos Torres in a 1-2 count now. A base hit could give the Rams the lead here with one out. The 1-2. Swung on and fouled off. Bouncing in the dirt. Will stay at 1-2. Back onto the rubber. Ball and 2 strikes. Runners in scoring position for Carlos Torres. Elder, the lefty, pitches. Cut on and missed. Third strikeout by Carlos Torres today. 8th one on the mound for Greg Elder Jr. And the lead stays at 1 for TMU. Another missed opportunity there, and Edgardo Bernard, can he make the difference? So now no count yet. Waiting for the first pitch. Here's it is. It's in the dirt. Ball 1. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. 6-5 the score. Rams are down. Already have scored 2 runs in this 5th. Base hit could give the Rams a lead. Napoleon at third. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Mejia at second base. Ball and a strike with 2 outs. The offer, swing and a miss. Bernard was trying to launch it out to right field. It came up with nothing. A ball and 2 strikes. 8 strikeouts for Elder and 1 away from making it a very clutch 9. Waits on it again. So a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And the dirt. Ingram keeps in front. Napoleon claps his hands. He's at third base trying to come in to score to tie the game. And the Rams hold on and get another hit here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 6-5. Rams down by 1. 2 men in scoring position. Elder shoulder shrug. The pitch. Outside, skips away from Ingram. Here comes Napoleon. Sliding home, tied up. 6-6. So now the go-ahead run, and Eli Mejia is at third. A couple of wild pitches from Greg Elder Jr. And a base hit would take the lead. It's 6-6. Two runs scoring on wild pitches. Not exactly a clinic, folks. Lefty to lefty. Payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 9, but after a couple of runs come in, Rams scored 3 runs in that bottom of the 5th. We're all knotted up at 6 apiece here in Bluefield. All of a sudden, it's tied up 6-6, and Spencer Ambrose deals a pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Bailey Engel here. We're glad to have you with us. Final game of this three-game set. Leading it off. Looks like it's going to be Will Ingram as he takes that one low. Catcher is down 0-2. Spencer Ambrose could be in line for the win if the Rams are able to score at least one run in this sixth inning. In the back, he deals 0-2. Check swing, it's high. Wow. Bluefield, Cardona wanted to throw that around, but it'll be the 9-1-2 due up for Truett McConnell. Good job for Alex Perkins, though, or at least he's thinking about it. It's a good job that Bluefield was able to score 3 runs. Now he is not in line for the loss, and now a plunked batter. He hit him hard because that ball rolled all the way halfway down the third baseline. And the catcher, Will Ingram, is at first base. So Spencer Ambrose lost him. He was up 0-2 and hit him.
Left fielder, Austin Bishop.
So the potential go-ahead run on at first base, and now we're going to see Shane Smith check in as the pinch runner, or at least the courtesy runner. So Spencer Ambrose has to think about him now. Lefty to the righty. Six the score. Runner at first. Pitch in the dirt. Scooped up by Cardona. Snap throw to first. Tag. Not in time. Boy, that was close. Oh, man. Bernard was not in the best position to lay it down, but tried to do it behind the back, and it was almost dangerous there for Shane Smith. When he gets back to the bag, it's the count of 1-0 for Austin Bishop. The pitch in the dirt again. Third pitcher of the day, Spencer Ambrose. He pitched a scoreless fifth inning. Struck out 2 in that process, did give up a hit. Rams have fought back, 6-6 the score. 2-0. Inside corner, called a strike. Cardona dropped that one. You got to catch that. Counted 2-1. Pickoff attempt slung over to first, not in time. Rams trying to avoid being swept, also trying to find their 8th conference win of the year. They were only able to do that at the end of the season last year. That would match their conference win total from 2018. 2-1. Shows bunt, skips in the dirt. Cardona watches it roll and kick off of the backstop, and Smith advances to second on the wild pitch. Rams have another arm warming up. We're in the 6th inning, by the way. This is a 7-inning game. And I can't say that can be too disappointed. The pace of this game has just been a little bit slower than what we saw in that first game. The whole first game was 2.5 hours throughout the 9. Base hit could give them the lead. Here's the pitch. Inside, called a strike, though. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The reason why this game can be so long because Rams have trouble throwing strikes, but Truett McConnell is patient at the plate. Runner at second with a 3-2 count. Ambrose kicks and deals payoff. High and away, ball 4. Another walk. Josh Johnston trying to break it open. Thomas Huddleston jogs out from the dugout to talk this one over. At the top of the 6th now, 6-6 the score, 7 hits apiece. Truett McConnell with 3 errors. That allowed Bluefield to climb back into this one. Run scoring for the Rams, 2 of those 3 scored on wild pitches. Huddleston, the former Bluefield College pitcher, turns around and goes back into the dugout. Lefty, lefty. No outs, 2 runners aboard. Pitch showing bunt, and Johnson almost got hit that time. Had to go to the ground. Umpire calls time, and now he's going to dust off the plate. And I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just a little bit impatient there, but he seemed to do that in the slowest way possible. It's ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 6-6 the score, no outs with 2 men aboard. Ambrose deals as another bunt attempt. Fastball is high, 2 balls, no strikes. Rams pitchers have thrown a collective 4 walks today. Greg Elder Jr. with 1. So the 2 runners aboard right now, a hit batsman as well as a walk. 2-0. Shows bunt. That one's down the middle. It's strike 1. Lefty, lefty. Base hit down the line, could possibly score 2. 2-1. Shows bunt again. It's high. Three balls, 1 strike. 6-6 the score. It's a 7-inning game. Sun is setting, making it hard to see for everyone involved. 3-1. Strike 2. It's now a full count. Can Ambrose keep it going? Two men aboard. Ball away from walking the bases loaded. 3-2. Swinging a fly ball deep to right field. Holter at the warning track. Looks up, and that ball's out of here. 9-6 the score. Truett McConnell takes the lead on the bat of their shortstop. So for Johnson, that's his 4th of the year. That's the first home run we've seen all series. Mike White's out, and that means Spencer Ambrose is likely out as well. Takes the ball, and yes, that is it. No outs. Bases cleared. 9-6 the score in the top of the 6th inning. Ambrose is now in line for the loss after the home run from Josh Johnston. 3-run shot over the right field wall. And Noah Carson is on the mound for Bluefield, going back to the righty in the top of the 6th inning, playing a 7-inning game. So it'll be the 3-hitter up. It's John Michael McCray with no outs. Ambrose came into that inning, and it couldn't have gone worse, really. Hit a batter, and then walked another, and then a home run on a 3-2 pitch over the right field wall. Carson Reddy, the right-handed pitcher from Tennessee, right down the middle, strike one. John Michael McCray, 2 for 3, a couple of RBIs, a couple of singles today. Slow 0-1, low and away. Carson pitched, and remember the last time he was out, he gave up 7 runs, and none of them were earned. The 1-1. Swinging a chopper on the second base side. Skips in the glove of Torres. Jumps for his second, throws to first. That was closer than it should have been. Either way, it's an out. Yeah, Noah Carson only pitched 2 innings against Piedmont International. Gave up 4 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. And unfortunately for him, it ended up not being a loss. But all of those runs came in because of an error he made. So trying to bounce back from that. 9-6 the score, 1 out. Jackson Metters up to the plate. He swings and pops it up. Left side, out of play. Rams on a 5-game home or road swing after this. Alice Lloyd for a couple of games in the midweek. That's in Pippas Passes, Kentucky. Playing against the Eagles. And then next week, Milligan College. That's in Johnson City. Here's the 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Should say Milligan College, Tennessee. They have their own post office. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch. Swinging a fly ball to center field. Huntley jogs to the left in that camo jersey. Makes the catch for out number 1. So now with 2 outs, here's Overstreet in the dirt. Rams will try to come back. They've been resilient in this game. It's 9-6. They've trailed by 3 at one point. Truett McConnell trying to sweep here. Time is called. Overstreet, the third baseman, digs in. Heading against the righty, 1 for 3 today. Scored a run, also is struck out. So Ambrose in line for the loss at the moment. And the dirt again. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch is low. But called a strike, makes it 2-1, nobody on. And a 2-1 with nobody on. Third baseman trying to keep it going. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul right behind home plate and out of play. Carson's gone 2/3 of an inning so far. Can he finish it off? Stances and deals. 2-2. Hit him. Oh, boy, he hit him. And that looked like it hit him on the knee. Seems to be all right, Adam, in a 2-strike count, and the second time that's happened in this inning where Bluefield has been able to work into a 2-strike count and just hit a batter. Ambrose did the same thing with Ingram. Runner at first, 9-6 the score. We're staying in the 6th inning. We're going to see another courtesy runner. Now checking in, Andrew Johnston. Nine six the score. Pitch is high for ball one. Caleb Rowland up to the plate. 0 for 2 in game 2 of the doubleheader. Boy, it has been a long one. 1-0. Inside and low, kicked around by Cardona. Runners going to second, and the throw is not in time. Popped up left side. Long run in for Millette. Carson jumps in, makes the catch, and there's the final out of the top of the 6th inning. 3-run score and the home run from Josh Johnston, and now the lead is back in the hands of the Bears. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Nick Hammonds gets another try at it for Truett McConnell and now steps up and throws a first pitch low for ball one. Andy Pena leading off the bottom of the sixth for Bluefield as the Rams trail by 3 now after that big home run from the shortstop Josh Johnston. The next pitch comes in for strike one. Count evens at 1-1. Sidewinder deals as that one is served out to center field. A base hit for Andy Pena, his first hit of the ball game, and now the Rams can keep this going and try to tie it. Glad to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. My name is Bailey Engel, bringing you the highlights and all the action here from the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield trying to avoid being swept. Sidewinder deals to Huntley. It's a strike. We only saw Hammonds yesterday, and he came in, walked a batter, and then that was it. He was taken out of the game. Coach Coley thought that was enough. Pitch. Swinging a line drive out to center field, making the catch right in front of the grass. It's Caleb Rowland. Throws it in, and there's out number one. So now for Bluefield, starting to run out of time here. Jose Santana, a couple of hits for him today. Rams in danger of being swept by Truett McConnell. They're down by 3. First pitch to Santana is high and away for ball one. 17-13 on the year. They've lost 2 in a row now. And now 7-7 in the AAC. The 1-0. Swinging a grounder through the glove of the second baseman Pruitt and into center field. So a couple of base hits for Bluefield. Now, all of a sudden, a swing of the bat could tie the game. This is not a pitching clinic, folks. We have seen that. Already 15 combined hits. Rams out hitting the Bears. That's their 8th hit of the game. And now with 1 out, double play could possibly end the 6th inning.
Third baseman
Ozzie Millette represents the potential tying run with 1 out. Hammonds fires. Outside, call to strike. It's 0-1. Hammonds with almost an 8 ERA across 23 2/3. Now has 24 on the season. The pitch, a little high, and now it's an even count to Bluefield's third baseman, 1-1. Swings, pops it up, foul territory. Ingram trying to find it. And he can't. Ball and 2 strikes. I can't even find it. The sun's right there. We'll do our best for you here, folks. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Rams have not scored a run yet in this inning, but they need 3 to try to extend it. 4 to take the lead. It's 9-6. Ball and 2 strikes. 2 men aboard with 1 out. Hammonds deals. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Full count with 1 out. The offer, swinging a little number into right field. It's a base hit. Around third, Pena, he will stay there after Mike White originally had the go-ahead. McCray relays it in. Bases loaded, 1 out. Swing in the bat could give Bluefield the lead for Pepe Napoleon. Wind is blowing out towards center field, so do with that information what you will.
left fielder and Napoleon.
Napoleon to the plate. He's had a red-hot day as he swings and grounds it over to third base. Tag in the bag by Overstreet. On to first. Big-time double play. Another missed opportunity with the bases loaded, and instead of the Rams trying to tie it up, it's going to stay 9-6 as we head to the 7th and final inning from Bluefield, Virginia. Back into this game, top of the 7th, Noah Carson still is on the mound. Now dealing against Truett McConnell for one more inning. Can the Bears find a few more insurance runs? He swings and lifts it out to left field. Napoleon, he cannot run. That ball's going to roll all the way out there, and it's a base hit. Trying to go for two, he'll get there. That's Connor Bearden once more. Bearden with a double on the first pitch of the top of the 7th inning. By the way, this is the final inning of the day. Unless the Rams tie it up, and then we go to extras. First pitch, which shows bunt, it's outside, so Carson. Another pawn for Bluefield to throw out there. Rams are just struggling with arms. I have young guys out there. I mean, Perkins is the ace, and he's only a sophomore. One ball, no strikes. Pruitt showing bunt again, lays it down, third base side. That will roll foul, and Carson did a good job there, not trying to rush to field it. Ball and a strike, no outs. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Runner at second base with no outs. Ball and a strike with no outs. What can the Rams do here with Noah Carson on the mound? Pitch showing bunt. He went around, and now it's strike two. Ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Outside corner, he got him. Strike 3 call. Noah Carson with a big strikeout, and now a runner stays at second base, and Bearden. That brings up Kevin Ingram, or rather, Will Ingram. Seventh strikeout of the day by the Rams pitching staff. Bluefield has struck out 10 times. We're at second, the look, and a swing and a miss, strike 1. Ingram was hit by a pitch by Ambrose. Shane Smith, who ran for him, eventually came around to score on the home run from Holzer, or rather, from Josh Johnston. Got an 0-1. The pitch. Crossing the chest for strike 2. Count lit 0-2 now. Two. Swing and a miss at a pitch low. It rolls through Cardona. Ingram will get to first. Oh, now there's runners on the corners with 1 out. Potential of a double play, though. And Shane Smith comes back on. Ingram strikes out. He gets to first base on the drop third strike, and now top of the lineup for Austin Bishop. Showing bunt. It's down the middle. He missed. Strike 1. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Rams trying to keep it manageable for a chance to come back in the 7th inning, the 0-1. Off the glove, here comes the runner. Bearden will score. It's a pass ball. Meanwhile, the runner from first to second goes. And now it's 10-6. 4-run lead for Truett McConnell. Well, he's still trying to bunt. There's no double play. Got a 1-1. Noah Carson, maybe the last arm left for the Rams today. His doubleheader. 1-1. Swing and a rip out to left field, and that, or rather it's center. Huntley makes the catch. After it gets lost in the sunlight, Huntley didn't lose it, makes the catch. There's 2 outs, runner stays at second base, 10-4 the score. 10-6, excuse me, it's a 4-run lead.
Shortstop Josh Johnston.
Two outs, righty to lefty. Carson trying to fight through it. Rams are down by 4. And the first pitch to Johnston is fouled back. He's the reason why they're up sending the loss in the hands of Spencer Ambrose. Greg Elder Jr. would get the win. Got an 0-1. Rams not done yet, but neither are Truett McConnell with that runner at second base with 2 outs. Rams will have their 5, 6, 7 due up, and Holzer, Cardona, as well as Torres. Swinging a liner into left field center now, and yep, found it again. Huntley makes the catch, round number 3. Bottom of the 7th, final chance for Bluefield. 10-6, they trail. Final chance for Bluefield, down 10-6. Hammond's on the mound. Holzer at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike in the outside corner. Rams in danger of falling to 7-7 in the AAC. They would be 17-14 overall, and this would be a sweep. 0-1. Fouled off, bouncing right behind the catcher, and it quickly goes 0-2. We've been happy to have you along the ride for this doubleheader today, including that game last night. It's been a fun series, at least that first game was. This one has been back and forth mostly. Truett McConnell Rams tied it up 6-6, but then 4 runs unanswered scored at the end of the game. A tie for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. Swing and a miss at a pitch low, and Truett McConnell is 2 outs away from a sweep here at Bowen Field. First pitch to Cardona with 1 out. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch popped up left field. Shielding his eyes from the sun is Bishop. He makes the catch for out number 2, and now 1 out away from a sweep. So for Truett McConnell, eyeing yet another win in the conference, it would be a sweep for them and a potential for them to be 21-9. And 13-2 in the AAC. It also means 6 wins in a row for them. First pitch to Carlos Torres is high. He's trying to avoid the golden sombrero. He struck out 3 times. Just wasn't the day for the Rams. 0-1. Popped up behind home plate. And now the Rams are down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th inning, 10-6 the lead. The pitch is Swinging a ground ball, second base side and through for a base hit, so Carlos Torres will be able to avoid the golden sombrero. Brings up Edgardo Bernard, so the Rams not quite done yet, down by 4. It's 10-6 with 2 outs.
First baseman, Edgardo Bernard.
Edgardo Bernard looks at a first pitch outside, ball 1. Hammond's on the mound. He only pitched against one batter yesterday, and now today getting trusted to handle a little bit of the workload here. Up by 4 as that pitch goes outside as well. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0. Swinging a pop-up left side. This could be it. Overstreet camps out under it. Foul territory. Makes the catch, and that is the ball game. Truett McConnell comes into Bluefield and sweeps the Rams in 3 games. Now they have 21 wins on the season. Rams right now at 7-7 in the AAC and 17-14 on the season. Tough one for Bluefield to swallow today, but that is it. My name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score: Truett McConnell 10, Bluefield 6 in 7 innings. Until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.